let's go back to something else Coach Prime said at media day, and this is about recruiting, and he talked about recruiting high schoolers now and how they've changed their thought process and their philosophy. He said, "I want to
Good
look
point.
at every kid. I know what we wanted and needed. We changed the way we went about it. I know we have the type of kids who are going to stay in the boat, aka stay committed." Uh, think about Coach Prime's comments right there at media day for the people in the back.
What's one of those old quotes you used to say all the Prime you say all the time? I hope I don't get it mixed up, but it's something like, "Don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity."
Correct.
One thing about Coach is that he knows who he is and whose he is and what his abilities are. And when he speaks on those abilities, a lot of people talk about it, look at it like he's bragging when he's just acknowledging his gifts and who he got them from. The same thing I just did. I wasn't bragging about nothing. I'm just telling y'all,
Yeah.
this is what I have, and I've been blessed to have it, and this is how I utilize it. And so he recognizes, hey, man, because of what we bring to the table, me as head coach, these coordinators, this staff, we have a certain gravitas to these young players that is difficult for us to exhaust. Hard for us to explain, but difficult for us to exhaust. They want to be with us, want to be around us. Like, and it creates this momentum where like-minded people gravitate toward like-minded people. And that ain't dissing nobody else. That's just acknowledging, hey, man, we got something special. You heard Coach Prime say this yesterday at Big 12 Media Day, for the people who think this show is not a recap of Big 12 Media Day. And I'm surprised people ain't tried to take it and run with this like he's saying something negative. Here's what he said, Chico, and I've said it even before Prime said it. But I made it situational. Prime said this: out of all the teams I've coached, all the places I've been, this is the best staff I've ever had.
Yeah.
Now, if you're from a previous staff and that offends you, I don't know what to tell you. Why would he get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 years in the game and not have a worse staff?
And now have a worse staff. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, the next staff should even be bigger than this one.
Right.
Better than this one. And what I've said to his face, him being Coach Prime, has said to the world, Chico said here on the morning run, after getting to know this staff and watching them work, for a situation like this, coming off a 3-9 season, I don't think you could assemble a better group of leaders in that building to address what needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
So for a time such as this, I don't know if this is the greatest staff in the world for a 10-3 team. I don't know if this is the greatest staff in the world for a 13-0 team. I do know this: when you're trying to correct 3-9, this is the group of dudes that can correct it.
Right. From the O coordinator down to the position coaches.
Yeah.
You got some superheroes out there.
Period. I love it. And I love when he said it about them. Like, why would I shy away from bragging on my blessed current situation because it might offend somebody in my past?
You can't do that, man. You'll be holding yourself back for the rest of your damn life doing that. Worried about what somebody else is going to think about it in your past just because you're bigging up your future and what you have.
Why would
right
I
now.
not believe? Why would I not believe? Because this is where it starts with me believing it. Why would I not believe my current girlfriend is the best girlfriend I've ever had?
Only if you have a history of making terrible decisions. Probably.
And you would still hope she's the best out of them terrible decisions. Like, why would I get through all these experiences, get to this point in my life, and now deliberately be doing shit worse than I used to do? Why would I even have that thought process? I'm supposed to believe this is the best I've ever been, and I'm ready for this situation. What people want to hear, because of their insecurities, they get offended at other people's confidence. People want to hear, oh, I don't know. We're going to go out there and try our best and see what happens. And hopefully we put the right people in the right places, and just maybe this time it'll work. Do y'all really think a guy with a gold jacket that's the best ever his position, arguably the best ever, just period, thinks like that?
Did you hear what he said when they asked him about that? And he talked about saying that what he said is already done. You know, the ship has already been right. You guys just haven't, witnessed and seen it yet.
Yeah,
you know,
because you haven't seen what we've seen.
Exactly. You haven't seen what we see. It's almost like when Dr. King said he went to the mountaintop, right? You know, I don't want to get too heavy on that, but
no, go get heavy.
It's just really, you know, like you say, you've been to the, or if you can imagine anybody going to the mountaintop or whatever to see over, you know, and then they come back and tell you they've been there. They can tell you.
Chico,
right?
when you left out them projects and went to play ball in high school and seen that locker room, you were like, damn. And then when you left out that locker room in Selma and seen that locker room at UAB, you were like, oh my God. And then when you got on that plane and went to that bowl game, you were like, I can't believe people got there. Like, dog, it's levels.
It's levels.
And there are certain people, Chico, and this again, this ain't bragging, this is blessing.
It's levels.
There are certain people, Chico, that can be sitting and see further than you can see standing.
Hold on. They ain't here in the back. Might need to ultra and write that down right there. What Unc just said. Rewind select. I'll say that again for the people slow.
There are people who can see further sitting than you can see standing.
Claude, how much?
Because it's levels and experiences. They've seen places, they've done things, so they know what it's supposed to look like. Like you're dealing with a man in Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime. Let's look at some of the iconic sports brands that he's been a member of.
Roll them down, please.
The Steinbrenners with the Yankees. The Joneses with the Cowboys. The Bartolows with San Francisco. You don't think he done learned nothing along the way about how a sports organization should roll?
I was going to say, you can stop right there and it'd be a wealth of knowledge. But hell, you can keep going to the NFL Network and so on. What?
These commercial shoots that he be on. Man, I remember one time, this was prior to the draft, and Nike was filming some stuff with Shador in the locker room looking at his shoes to come. And Coach Prime, he didn't interrupt the process, but he kind of said, hey, consider this shot. Shoot down into the shoe where the logo is and let him toss it in the air and flip it over and show it. And I'd be damned if the producers, director not only didn't do it, say, oh, man, that's great stuff. Thanks, Coach. Because he done been there.
Yeah.
He know what the finished product supposed to look like, and he know what the path to get there is supposed to feel and look like to get there. It's levels.
You know what? All the best.
It's like you, Chico, me and you. People would actually have a more blessed outcome. They're going to get mad when I say this, Chico, but I give a damn. They would have a more blessed outcome if they said, you know what? Let me stop fighting Chico. And let me call Chico up and say, hey, Chico, do you have some clips or some quotes I can use? Because I know you have an access that I don't have, and I'm trying to do some stuff over here. And I'll do like ESPN do. I'll give you credit on the screen that it came for you. Instead of acknowledging that where Chico sits, he can see further than you can stand it. You want to fight him and attack him because of an envious spirit.
They want to send me DMs, tell me what I need to be doing, what I shouldn't be doing, and who I shouldn't be messing with. You know what I mean?
No, like, say, hey, Porsche Cloud, say it again for people in the back. There are people right around you who can see further sitting than you can see standing. Now it's up to you to utilize those people. And I can remember my own personal life, Chico, when Coach Prime had accepted the job in Colorado and offered me the opportunity to join him out there. All he said was this, Chico. He said, man, look, make up your own mind. I'm not going to try to persuade you to do anything. I just asked you to do one thing, Neil. I said, what's that? He said, just come see it. Travel out there with me the next time I go and just see if it's something that you want to be a part of. Because he could see something sitting further for me than I saw standing.
Right.
Because I'm standing in Jackson and I can only maybe see the Vicksburg. He's sitting on top of the mountain and can see the world.
He like, dog.
Why would I not trust his vision?
No. You got people that's around you.
They right there for you, man. They right there for you.
They gonna try their best. Keep them squares about your circle.
Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey runner, grab your coffee.